Welcome back to Automotive Tales. You find me with another job I should have done an absolute age ago. This is the grille from Project E46 and it keeps falling out of the car. Now it's no surprise because all of the clips are completely and utterly mullered. Now these things aren't as cheap as they used to be, and they're certainly not as easy to get hold of as they used to be. These are now around 30 quid a pop, which is not ideal. I, however, am going to go the cheap and easy way, and I am going to sticky the thing in there. So all I'm going to do, just bat these on, and I'm going to stick them to each other, and then I'm going to go stick it back in the front of the car, and hopefully it stays there, because I just don't want to be spending that kind of money on something like that. There we go. So I have pre-cleaned this surface, and I just need to get that inside there. There we go. Hopefully that will not be falling out anytime soon. I have still got, again, that parrot to sort out. I've still got this monstrosity to go in, so let's have a look at that. Where are we? I have subwoofer, which we know I already have, so that is here. And I still have my front and rear outs. Okay, so front left, I'm going to use white and red for front, and I'm also going to run these for rears. So that leaves me with a grand total of these three. Now I have here video out 1 and video out 2. Now it has crossed my mind that I could fit headrest monitors, and maybe that's something I'll look to do in the future. Like and comment below if you think that's something that we need to get on with. We've also got the front camera. Now, do I fit that now? Do I fit that later? I'm probably not going to do that one today, just because it's not absolutely necessary. We also have here the rear camera, which is in a different loom, and that loom is just down here, so I'll pick that up. There we go, one rear camera sorted. If only it was actually that easy. And finally here we have a bunch of extra things. So this here is the amplifier on wire, which yes, we will be using, and I'm going to need to connect that to here, which is the blue amplifier on wire, which is the standard color for such things. Now, when you last left me, I was looking at this mess. Realistically, I have this booked in tomorrow for some work. It's going to have that wheel bearing looked at and the thermostat. Those aren't really jobs that I can do on the drive without a decent way of getting in there, and with a car that I need to be using. Plus I need to be back at work tomorrow. I'm going to cut these whites a bit shorter so that I can actually get them bundled up and behind there. I'm probably not going to get the amplifier in at the moment, and I'm going to see if I can get the rest of that parrot kit out. If I can't, it's no major issue, because I can just leave the parrot behind there and never have to worry about it anyway. It's not like it's particularly obtrusive. Yeah, there's probably some sort of sound penalty by running all the audio through the parrot box, but at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. It's not the worst thing. So I'm going to get the aerial back on it as well, get all these cables all wrapped up all nice and neat, and get the trim pieces back on so that it's a usable car until such a point as I have a bit more time and I can get the amplifier in the boot. Let's have a go. this is a classic BMW to some understanding, and at least there are classic BMW ways of doing things. Which means I've been able to get in and see this mess. Now, this is my Parrot kit by the looks of it, which means this needs to come out. Unfortunately, it seems that somebody has jammed the thing right in there, so it may not necessarily be that easy. Let's have a go. So, with enough swearing and finagling to really get us demonetized from YouTube permanently, that Parrot kit is out. There was a lot of cable there. And here it is. That's quite a nasty mess. To be honest, I haven't actually got the microphone out yet, so I'll be working on that in a bit. But wow, yeah, pleased to see that lot gone. Now, I've tied up some of these so they can go back in, but interestingly, I am evidently not the first person to be in here, and the professionals have broken the cable there. So that's why they had a cable tie around it to make sure it stayed in, and that's what I'm going to do. So where does that leave us? We have a couple of things. We've got a stereo in, we've got the cables run behind it to run an amplifier. We just need to splice them in as and when we're ready. When I turn this key, the stereo turns on, and we're away. Now, I'm not going to play you some music, but I have checked on off camera and it's absolutely fine. I also have our HVAC system there, which evidently needs a bit of a bracket of some description, so we'll go dig for that at some point. Other than that, there's one more job I can do today, which is I'm going to change the number plates. Feel free to call me a sucker, but for me, a number plate says a lot about a car, and these just a bit nasty. I'm a big fan of a pressed metal plate, and that's something that I've got here, specially ordered. These are road legal. They have come from a company that simply does road legal plates and refuses to do show plates. And yeah, I know, I really like those. I would say sorry, but I'm not. There we go. Well, thank you very much for joining me and Automotive Tales and Project Ep6 today. Next job's redoing the amplifier and sorting that out, and probably giving it a good clean, giving the roof a good clean. Tomorrow it's off to have the thermostat and the wheel bearing done, so we'll see how that gets on. Thanks for watching.